What is going on, everybody? It's ZachMichael here. Today, I'm going to be deconstructing my new track, Boardwalk by SleepingShark. It's a lo-fi track, kind of ambient, kind of emotional, and it's on all platforms, so if you want to stream it, feel free. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the first thing I did was actually pull up this drum loop from one of my drum loop kits available on my site. It's 98 BPM. Just sounds like this. Liked how it sounded, didn't do any processing. And sometimes I build my lo-fi stuff around drum loops. Most of the time I do the melody first. This one I was just feeling like using this drum loop. So it's very, very simple. Sounds like that. That's fine, because I wanted to keep this track pretty simple. Didn't want to do too much. Next thing I did was adding these two effects. So one is like water, and the other is kind of just like this sound here. It's just more like background sound. I think it's from like a boardwalk or something like that. And I just kind of EQ'd the boardwalk one like this. And the water one didn't really do anything too. It's like that. Very, very simple. But establishes the vibe, which is what I wanted. So the next thing I did was load up Omnisphere. And I went in Omnisphere here and pulled up this preset. Right here, this Valley Bell. I played this. Came up with this pattern. Very, very simple. Just like ascending chords with a little melody. Just kind of randomize the velocity on this. I threw on this reverb with this preset. I really like this reverb, how it sounds, so I just went through and kind of changed up some of the settings to get it exactly how I wanted. And so that was the melody. So the melody with the drums works really nice. The melody almost has more actual rhythm than the drums, which I kind of liked the juxtaposition of that, because usually drums do a lot of the rhythm, and I kind of wanted to do the opposite with this one. That's how I got some movement. Then next I went to arcade, and I just found this cosmic dust little loop that fits so perfectly. Just another sort of key arp. And it honestly fit perfectly. It already sort of had like that little vinyl-y kind of lo-fi, slightly lower quality sort of sound to it, which I liked. And so what I did was I just threw that in the mixer and just EQ'd it and filtered it. This is without the filter. You know, it's a little brighter with the EQ. A little darker, but suited my need for this one. And then just with the actual bell, you kind of have these two rhythms that move together really, really nicely. Just kind of bring you forward the whole way through. And the drums just stay constant, which I liked. So that's kind of the main elements, but now let's get into the arrangement. So I did a 4-bar intro with just the effects going the whole way through and the bell. Then I have a section with everything. Second half of the hook has no arcade, has none of that key arp. And the first part of the verse has the key arp, but only in certain sections. So it comes in and out. But it kind of fades through a little beyond, which was kind of an interesting texture. Like, it kind of doesn't stop directly when that note stops, which I kind of liked. And then we have this little section here. And back into the hook. Then the outro, which has the drums. It has this, so like this first half of this 8 bars. And the last 4 bars kind of copies the original, which I liked. I wanted to get very, very small at the end, so I pulled the drums, pulled the arp, and just let those bells rock with the effects, and just have that fade all the way down. So if you enjoyed me breaking down my track, Boardwalk by SleepingShark, feel free to go check it out on any platforms, add it to your playlist. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in another video. Head on over to elizabethrecords.net if you'd like to support me. You can purchase VST expansion banks, drum kits, loop kits, and MIDI kits that'll level up your production there.